In the ancient Yoruba kingdom of Ifedayo, Queen Adesewa was revered not only for her grace but for her unmatched mastery of the talking drum. Her drumming could silence lions, summon birds, and whisper secrets from miles away. She was the youngest wife of King Ajibade, a man with many wives but only one true obsession, Adesewa. But love, as it is, as shadows. At age 28, Adesewa was known for her luminous caramel skin, piercing emerald eyes, a rarity in the kingdom, and her high cheekbones. Her hair was worn in long, tightly wound braids adorned with golden beads, always covered with a silk gele of deep blue. One humid night during the Osun festival, she vanished into the sacred forest of age, no trace, no sound, only the echo of her drum beats lingering like ghosts. The village mourned, and whispers began. Some said the gods had taken her. Others claimed a lover had lured her away. 3 moons passed. Then, she returned, barefoot, glowing, her hair wild and tangled like vines. And when she spoke, trees leaned in to listen. Adesewa walked into the palace gate alone. Rain fell, but never touched her. Her bare feet never stained. She stared at the guards, men who had cried at her disappearance, and they collapsed to their knees. Inside the palace, she no longer bowed to the king. Instead, King Ajibade, aged 52, dark-skinned with a thick grey beard, a strong flat nose, and a commanding voice, trembled at her presence. His royal agbada swayed with nervous movement. Adesewa summoned the wind to slam the doors shut without touching them. Her voice now mimicked thunder. She claimed she had entered the Grove of Age, the secret womb of the forest spirit, and survived. She had learned the language of earth, rain, and beast. The court priestess, Mama Oraya, warned the king. She is no longer your wife. She is now Orisha touched. But the scandal hadn't even begun. Among the palace guards was Obina, a tall, broad-shouldered Igbo man of 30 with deep-set eyes, a chiseled jawline, and a tribal scar on his right cheek. He had once been Adesewa's secret love, years before the king claimed her. She had been 19. He had been forbidden. Now, seeing her return with nature's power made Obina ache. And she noticed him too. One night, they met in the sacred garden, under the ozone tree. Adesewa whispered the wind into silence. Their kiss was fire. But it wasn't just a reunion, it was revenge. Adesewa revealed to Obina that the king had poisoned her womb out of jealousy. Her disappearance had been a plan, a journey to reclaim power and vengeance. They made love under the stars, while vines coiled around them like sentinels. But someone watched them, a young servant girl named Ife, no older than 18, who adored the queen. She ran to the king. The next morning, the palace was under lockdown. King Ajibade raged in his crimson agbada, eyes bloodshot. He ordered Obina's arrest and called for the beheading of the traitor. But when soldiers stormed Obina's quarters, they found only a serpent with glowing eyes, coiled on his bed. Adesewa had turned him into a serpent to save him. Queen Adesewa stood on the palace rooftop in a green lace wrapper, her skin glowing under the moonlight, and called upon the rain. Lightning struck the palace walls. She didn't attack the king, but whispered something far more dangerous into the talking drum. Ajibade has a son with his own daughter. Gasps echoed through the village. A royal scandal. Was it true? Nobody could tell. But the queen's drum never lied. Ife, the servant girl, was captured trying to flee the palace. She confessed she had lied about the queen and Obina, not out of jealousy, but under pressure from King Ajibade. The king had promised her marriage if she helped ruin Adesewa. The palace turned on him. As rage built among the villagers, Queen Adesewa offered the king a chance. Step down, or nature will take you. He refused. The earth split beneath the palace. Roots surged like arms, pulling him underground. Screams echoed for hours. By dawn, the king was gone. Adesewa vanished again, but this time, willingly. With Obina, restored to human form, they retreated into the sacred forest, never to be ruled again. Years later, children in Ifedayo whispered of a queen who danced in moonlight and sang to the rivers. She was seen only by those in love. Her drumbeat still echoed during storms. She was the forest bride, nature's queen. Adesowa and Obina ruled not a kingdom, but a sanctuary, deep in the woods. Lovers who dared to enter and stay faithful were granted peace. Betrayers never returned. She had become more than queen. She was legend.